Ow.
Is that
Uh,
it?
ow.
Yep. Is that
Okay. So everyone's on the face. Okay. Scene two. Main screen. And then. Yeah. Thanks for Dennis and Dan coming through the Twitch. I mean, we're not ultimately that close, but we're pretty dang close. It's my phone. My other phone. Oh, that's on my bed. Got it. Got my other phone. Got two phones. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I got it. Paparazzi. We figuring it out. To imagine that we came from, I want to do Lifetime. Came from here where I was barely able to even stream on one platform to kinda streaming on three. Wow. My main phone on the charger. Or it gonna die. Thanks for Grafton on the kick. Oh yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to do is, hold on, give me 1 second. C1, and C2. I need to be able to read chat. live chat. Pop out chat. There we go. Put it right there. Let's put it up. I need to make it a little thinner. There it is. There we go. And then okay. Put that back. I just downloaded the what is this? XSplit broadcaster so I can share my YouTube as well. So it's not 100% set up. It's mainly on the YouTube, but I mean it's mainly on Twitch and Kick. I have stuff set up. So okay, now I just need live count. Oh, whoops. There we go. Scene 2, main screen. Scene. Boom, baby. Then pull the chats so I can read them all. There we go. We're 35 subs away. Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd probably going to do this 2-3 hours. Maybe more. Because I did take a nap, so you know. If I do end up start playing games for Twitch and Kick, the YouTube I'll be ending, so the only reason my internet's not foolproof, so I want to see. Yeah, so for Twitch, for Kick, and for people that are watching YouTube, I'm streaming all three. First time I'm ever doing this. So it's iffy. Definitely like once I get a server, streaming all three should be able. Plus having fiber, that's another thing. But that's in the future. Oh boy. Lifetime. Because it was January 31st. I think I did my first live stream. I can actually go check that out on my main phone real quick. Content live. No, it's February 4th. February 4th. February 4th was the first day I gained my first subscriber. Wow. Man, time flies. When did I hit 10 subs? May 5th. 2020 during COVID. This is when I was at Falcon and I was telling my friends there, and 20 subs was June 19th. 19. No. June 20th. Sorry. Oh, when did I hit? June 21st, 2020. When did I hit 100? August 13th, 2020. That's 3 years ago now. Um, I so one thing is I do not like the X split broadcaster. I'm gonna be trying to get a different what's it called? I guess software. Um, to stream on YouTube, because I'm thinking about doing now. It'd be probably once a month. Um, maybe once or twice a month, honestly. Where I do a podcast. 'Cause I have a nice chair now. Plus, technically, I do have a podcast mic. From Rode, so yeah, I was thinking about doing that, or where I get maybe a couple friends, do it one day, about 4 or 5 hours chatting, and then yeah. And after that first 100, I remember, yeah, I got 100 with it. I got from that first 100. I sorry, you guys can't see me. From that first 100, I got another 100 within a month. This is where my full growing just kind of went. So then about 2 months later, I got another 100. And when did I get 400? It took me a while. Yeah, it was in December. It was just before. Yeah, it was 3 days before Christmas. And then where is it? The first week of January, I reached a little bit over 600. Then January 27th is when I made this channel. $1,018 subs within a year. Oh, come on. Bro, XSplit. I might have to turn that off. Okay, buddy. UVC. Oh boy. Yes, news, please. This is the one thing about antivirus I hate, but it's good to have an antivirus. Um, Yeah, within the first year, I gained 1,000. And January 27, 2415. But this right here, this big, if you see this big incline, this was because I just streamed. Yes, it was an actual stream. This is when we got better than it the first time. So there was I mean, I had okay the streams beforehand. They were under better than it, but this was the same day that Cold War Outbreak mode came out. So, which that video has 100, I think almost 157,000 views. Yeah, 157,000 views. That's where this came in. I would say between here and here, I this was my all right. Say this. Not the worst time for me, but like um what is it called? Because of that video getting so popular, I was like, so I was mainly just trying to basically redo it, trying to get, not do the exact same thing, but like, get that popular, like, get that amount of attention again, trying to recreate it. And I was like, because it's like, was it? Yeah, July 10th is when I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go create my own. Like, stop trying to make it happen again and just let it flow. I was like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it don't, it don't. So, I gained 200 subs. And then I think this another. I mean, it didn't like this. It didn't get another like 156,000. But a video, it was a video that got I think this was yeah. No. Maybe when was this? Hold up. Because this is when I post videos. I gotta look. I gotta go up a bit. Ah, that's it. Cause at that time right there, I was posting Dying Light 2, which recently came out, and yeah, kind of just similar what happened, but not that big of a scale. Cause those three parts I did, those three videos, they all got 2,000 views each. So I mean, yeah, it's not okay. Yeah, it is a lot, but not as much as the one before. Um, but yeah, because I love Dying Light, and at that point, a lot of people. This is when I started. Yeah, about like 5 months ago is when I started getting from like 500 to 1,000 views to 2,000. Like 1.2 to 3,000 views. Depends on the video. Cause this is when like House Flipper was starting to get popular. Big content creators were playing it, so I was like, well, I'm gonna hop on the train. I'm just being truthfully honest. um but not only that, but like I always liked simulators, so I was like, yeah, this looks like a good game. And so the first video I did on it got 2.9. And then been that when did this happen? August 15th, 20. Oh boy. It was I will be getting back into it, I promise. There's a it was new series shouting out the K2 family, and I only did it once, and oh yeah, that's why, because around this time, like after this, is when I got a job, so that's where most of my time is gone. Um, but yeah, then I did a video. World of War got the ray gun and campaign. Oh, my titling back then. Because I try to get like a good title, but not like a cringy title now. Um, but I want like plain simple, but good, um, yeah. My first video to ever pass 3,000 views was Modern Warfare 2 campaign veteran first run through part 1. October 26th, 2022. Got 3.4. And then the second part got 2.7. So yeah, I average about, because this was right around this time, so I'm about 900 to about 1,300 subs. Usually aren't watching, but also it's a lot of new people, so it's not actually that number, but compared to subs, yeah. Anyway, and then I started Shadow Tomb Raider on the Twitch. Um, and then yes, I still want to get back into that food truck sim. I got 2.9 thousand views. I only did one. Oh, I like that game because it's hard and makes you think, and yeah. But the one reason I don't like it is I work at a fast food place, so it's kind of like I do this in real life. 9 months ago is the first video I did on Far Cry 6, and I haven't touched it since 9 months. God, I'm sorry, guy. So I'm a terrible content creator. Hey, actually, that's not a lie. When I started Assassin's Creed Origins, I did finish it, well, recently ish on Twitch. So if you want to watch that, go to my Twitch. Which I still need to upload the finish on YouTube, but in time due. In time due. In time due. What is that English? And then I did a 3 years anniversary. Oh God, I still need to do that. I need to do more game creation on the game creation channel. I have K2 Divisor. Um, doing more game design. Because 3 years anniversary on YouTube and showing off game design got 3.7. Assassin's Creed 3.3. Assassin's Creed Origins. Both Assassin's Creed Origins 2.6. Assassin's Creed Valhalla 2.6. Unboxing new headsets. Still series. The Still series, which I'm wearing right now. We got 3.1. Dang, I've had this for 8 months. This headset. Damn. I've had it since March 17th, 2023. Oh, this is when I started getting sweaty into Apex. Apex ranked grind to masters. This is when I was sweaty at games. Or good. Towards the end of my sweaty career in Apex, I was able to wall bounce, and then do all that crazy movement stuff. Oh, I, honestly, ow, what is hurting me? Oh, like nothing there. Ow. Um, what was I gonna say? Um, yeah, I kind of got pretty sweaty. I was getting about 8 kills a game. Okay, yeah, that's not the best, but I was getting high damage. Placed in top 3. I did 2 Apex tournaments. Of course lost, but you know. during that time, and there's days I would just like I don't know, even after work I'd play during I would there was a couple days where I just wanted to play Apex and I just, pretended to be sick. Oh my. Yeah, this was the um second video to get over 4,000 views. Original Modern Warfare on Veteran. I died a lot in the campaign Twitch stream because it was Twitch stream. I always put brackets when it's a Twitch stream. And then 4.2k views on $200 giveaway if the user requirements are met. Unfortunately, they were not met. And then, the recent one, Drug Dealer Simulator, restarted, and then Sunken Land. There will be more Sunken Land content. Oh, there's actually. So, I'm trying to save up to so I can get a capture card. Because I want to capture. Sorry, let me set up a little bit. Want to get a capture card, hook up to my Xbox Series X. There's some games on there I want to, record, stream, all that fun stuff. There's games I want to play on there. GTA 5. Even though I have them on my PC, I don't really care for it on the PC because I have friends on the Xbox that have it. So, um, so by allowing me to play it on the Xbox with my friends and doing GTA 5 will be a lot nicer. Um then what else? Plus I wanna main that GTA anyway. Main reason last time I played the PC version when I got the 4080, I I don't know if it could have been, the drivers were, you know, the game wasn't updated for the drivers or whatever, or there's because of the drivers it had bugs or whatever. But when I tested the 4080 in GTA 5, it was a worse experience than when I did not have the 4080, when I had the 2060. I got less frames, and I think it might have been due to the drivers. I didn't see any way to change settings or nothing. So that's kind of why I don't really want to play the PC one. Because whereas the Xbox, I can get 40p, 120, and I have 120 FPS smooth, not risking drivers and all that dumb stuff with PCs. We're 35 subs away from because this when was it? September 21st to so about a year, I would say. See, during this time, I would say probably a lot of the what was it called? There were more I think this is when was this? I know there's a time in here about like a month or two I just did not post. Plus because did I ever give a reason behind that? I don't know. Well, anyways, what happened? So I got affiliated once again. Like the fourth time I got affiliated with YouTube. Um During this time they were saying that was it the videos on my channel that have Twitch stream and stuff were um copywritten, not eligible to. I'm like, you not hear that fucking voice? That is my voice. Plus, it says Twitch stream. I do Twitch YouTube. You fucking assholes. um, but yeah, so I was pissed because of that. I was like, man, fuck you, YouTube. I don't got time for this shit. How are you gonna say that my Twitch streams are not mine? Okay, yeah, they're on Twitch, but it was my Twitch. It was my content. This is why, like, a lot of the content that I will be putting on YouTube from Twitch or Kick, I will be using a face cam. Be like, how the you not see my face? This is the exact same face. So I can say that. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know people can just put faces over, but faces over plus the exact same voice, the exact same movement, the exact same everything. So yeah, YouTube's been a pain, even though it's my most popular platform. It is honestly stupid. Oh, I hope everyone's Thanksgiving was good. Mine was good. I had I don't even know what it was. It was some alcohol, no clue. Um, but yeah, 3 shots of that, 2 beers, ate 2 things of chicken, had mashed potatoes, um, had mac and cheese. Later today, technically it is tomorrow my time at least. Um, and for others, it's gonna be tomorrow. But I'm a uh I'm gonna eat I'm gonna have some turkey, more mac and cheese. Probably also have a couple shots. Um Most likely possibly also gonna have um of course it just left me. Trying to remember. Oh, and then for dessert, probably have some pecan pie. Um, yeah. Why am I blinking? Um, so my sister, her husband's Korean. Don't remember his dad's name, but yeah, he's cool. I like him a lot. Good man. Uh, so so he has so brother couple brothers came. Gene, uh, there's another brother of John's. Gene, John are cool. We talk about um, IT nerd stuff plus guns and then yeah, plus yeah, being a man. You know, because if they ever needed to, well, not needed, but they were ever needed to transfer up to Fort Greely up in Alaska, they'd have to live off the land, chop wood. So they were chopping wood and you know see who can actually be a man, and live. I'm like, man, y'all don't even know. I mean, John actually lived in Alaska, but I'm like, chopping wood's not the only thing. You gotta have fruit. You gotta have vegetables. You gotta have meat. You gotta smoke the meat. So after a month too, you can still eat the thing. You can still eat the meat. There's a lot more to it. I'm like, I mean, they know, but yeah, I'm like, what? We in Colorado right now. But yeah, it's yeah. They're like big brothers I never had. So that's and especially since we all geeky and stuff and I always love talking to them. I mean, not only that, just my friends as well that have jobs that deal with servers, that all of that. I'd be like, because I asked all these questions, like like how servers are set up, and I ask questions. How am I able to use this? Blah 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 blah. And then how am I able to turn it into internet server and all this, just all these questions, right? And man, now when I was younger, I I've never told not even my family this. Um, I wanted to be I I wanted to be a NBA player or a football NFL football player. And um that's one thing I never wish I'd done, was I gave up on my dream, cuz as soon as I transitioned to as soon as I transitioned to Falcon Middle School, I I stopped. I didn't try out for the basketball team. I didn't try out for the football team. And I that's when I became shy. I hate to admit it, but I I became shy in middle school. And then I don't even remember what year. I think it was one of the middle years of middle school. Then my best friend Nick, Dominic is the name, but he doesn't like his name Dominic, so he prefers Nick for now until he finds a better name. Um, but yeah, so he's older than me. He's a year older. Right now we're just no, he's 19 now. Fuck. Okay, well, before October 4th, we were the same age. Um, so between June 19th and October 4th, me and him are the same age. Anyway, um, so me and him were just so I, I've never been a role model. I, technically, I do have like 3 people that people on YouTube that watch me, and they say I'm their not idol, but they look up to me and stuff, and help them out of depression and stuff, which I feel. mm, I'm glad that my stuff has helped you. Um, be undepressed and help you go through relationships and all that stuff. Um, but I never in middle school. I never was a role model. I had bad grades. I threw desks, chairs when I got mad because of those stupid little things. Yes, I was a little terrorist, is what I call myself. Um, my friends, I had two friends in there. They called me the Hulk. Because I was like Bruce Banner. I was like, because I had glasses at the time. So because they would because I was smart in math, so math and science was my thing. Some science, not biology. Biology ish, no. But like math, science, and I don't even know what to call it. Sorry. Uh, it's only been wow. Only been like 8 months since I went to high school. uh. Anyway, um. So they called me Hulk because he's normally weak, but he's smart, right? But then when Hulk comes out, the Green Monster, he's able to lift 100 times his weight and 200 times his weight or whatever, right? So they called me the Hulk because normally because me and my friends tried that. There was a half table which I threw. It was about 5 feet, 5 6 feet. I threw it, but um, I like normally when I wasn't angry, I I could barely lift it. So I could barely lift it. So I was like, "Dang, I really am the Hulk." So we just called me the Hulk, and uh anyway, so whenever me so I was one day I was brought to the office. I was like, "What did I do? I've been good all day." I'm like, and then oh, there's a new kid, and that's how I met my best friend Dominic or Nick. Um. Anyway, I was told him to show be. I was told to show him around the school, show him where lunch, library, all that stuff is, where his classes are, and all that stuff. So I did so, and I don't know. There's because we had a lot of classes. I think that's my been why. Uh, might have been why me and him. Well, I was asked to show him around. A lot of the classes, there's like one or two classes that we did not have together. So I think that's might have been why I was asked to show him around. Um, but man, in um my my last year of middle school, so everyone has their own stories. So it was a group project for I don't know. There was going to be CEOs and all that stuff there, which honestly, even though I do streaming and all this stuff, um, I do have stage fright, and I was like, man, do I just like leave him? Um. Anyway, there was a school trip, two classes together. That CEOs were gonna be there, and our group, uh, our things were we were supposed to invent something that can't remember, like some. Anyway, it was something we were supposed. Oh, I think we were supposed to be like salespeople or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. My brain gone. Okay, my memory ain't a thing. um. But yeah, we Anyway, so everyone had in the group you had assigned stuff per group. So when they decided to take away the um now looking back at it, I was like, yeah, go do the work. I don't have to do anything. But at the time I was angry because I wasn't able to do the work. It's I'm supposed to do it and all that stuff. Anyway, I don't remember how it happened exactly. Anyway, teacher said, give him the work, and then after they gave me the work, they took it back again, and that's I think that's when I got old Hulk. And I threw a chair into the ceiling, and yeah, that came down, hit the side of the table, and then it fell backward, hit a kid's back, I think, or it might have hit the chair. I don't remember. It's been a while. Okay. Um, and then so then the teacher that was not my class was the same teacher that came over before. Um, so she was telling me to go to office, blah blah blah. And then so my teacher that uh because I've been in a class before, she tried to prevent it. Um then what happened was that um I um I don't know. I don't remember. She was a teacher of mine. Um. Anyway, I another teacher came, and because she was copying stuff, and then me and her bowed up together to each other. We didn't hit each other or anything, but I was trying to intimidate her, and then I backed down because she was taller than me. So um. Yeah. So then I start walking to um try walk into the office. So this is when the library is in the middle of the school. There's three exits, right? Anyway, the exit I was trying to go out of was the fastest way. And the teacher that was not my teacher, but we were part of that field trip. That was the other class. Um, she was blocking the path, and she was saying, "Go to the office." I'm like, "You're in the way," even though I didn't say that. So I said, "Move," and I don't remember what she said. I think it was something about no, and when I say nice or whatever. Honestly, she deserved it. More of the story, she did deserve it. Um, Anywho, then I went to to go forward. I pushed her. I say it was a shove. Ju- You know, I would say probably less than 50 pounds of force. I'd say probably around 20 pounds of force. I say she 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 was wearing high heels like a dumb bitch. I'm sorry. If you wearing high heels, you dumb. They're bad for your feet, first of all. Secondly, who cares? You're wearing high heels. You're most likely going to fall anyway. Anywho, so I, moved her aside, shoved her. I saw her because, I was looking down at the feet. She tripped over her high heels when I shoved her. And then she landed on the librarian desk thing. Um, probably hit her hip, ribs kind of area. And then after that I went straight to the office. And then that's when I she pressed charges for like, you're an adult. I'm a middle school child. Anyway, I'm like, you're that weak? You're going to press charges? You're weak? Anywho, I was sent, so we went to court. Um, and so originally I was supposed to be in front of a judge. I guess the judge didn't want to take the case, so or probably just ruled it like, really, bish. You pressing charges for that? I think it's charges or suing. I don't know. Who knows the difference, right? Listen, I was middle school, okay? So I was like, it's the same thing. I know it's not the same thing, but anyway, then I also then so we were put to someone, I don't know who. He so first I was transition within D49. I was transition to a different school. By the way, D49, which is District 49, Colorado, terrible school. Um, so for one thing, so I was sent to Peak. Sec, it's like a not a rehabilitation, but like get the child where the get this child to where um what is it? Where people will accept him, you know, force you to change, right? Force you to change your ways, force you to become a better person, and all that stuff. But I'm like, what happened to humanity, man? What the fuck happened to y'all? I still think this, but Cole Hartley, what happened to us? How did we come from Vikings, Romans to this? I don't even know. I would say we're not even humans anymore. We are. We have became so weak and mindset on what humans should act like, what humans should be. If you don't provide for the society, you're trash. If you know, if you're Mike, the the hell? Anyway, so I went to Peak. You know, I did have problems and stuff, and I had outrages and still, but um, that's because the schooling was on computers instead of handwriting and all this stuff. I was like, this is how I learn. This is how I change myself. Not have people change me, change myself so I can be better. So at that was the first day I was like, this is where I go into. This I go into IT. I learn online. I do all these things, right? This is where I learn. This is how I learn. This is how I work. How I figured out myself. Then I was like, okay. But so then that was the first time ever I got for good grades. And then, I mean, yeah, I was in person, don't get me wrong. But, it was in person, but the work was done on a computer. And then I was good after a year. I didn't so the so oh, I thought I was gonna sneeze, sorry. Mic on. So, the community service, I just had to pick up trash, clean. So luckily the person we talked to allowed me to do it within peak. So um I think it was like 50 hours community service or something like that. So I went, I cleaned, so I mopped it after lunch. Um, I mopped where we ate, and then I don't remember what else I did there. I know I picked up trash. eh, there. I mopped, cleaned. I think I might have done it at the end of the day too, because we did do gym in there, like during winter time when we couldn't go outside. Um. Anyway. Um. So then, I mean, I loved it though. The reason why I liked it, like going there, was because whenever I went on the when because we were picked up by bus. If we lived too far away, if our parents couldn't drop us off either, was the bus would go right to your front door. And during winter or some like during the warm time, it was so nice. I didn't have to walk uphill to go to the bus. Listen, that's how schools should be. At least not like at the end of the block. Do it in the middle of the block, right? Do it in the middle of the block. So here's a sorry, hold up. I'm trying to here here's a road here, and here's a road here. You should do it where my nose is, okay? You should do it where my nose is. I'm trying to you should do it where my nose is, right? So kids that are on that block or around it have to walk equally. Because there's people that, there was a I had a friend that was right at the bus stop. I'm like, because the house was right there. I'm like, how's this fair? The fuck? And then in the snow, you think I'm waking up at 5 in the morning just to walk uphill in snow? Nah. I told my parents to call me out 6. Fuck. Or they drove me if they could. And not I didn't go. I was like, it's 5 in the morning. It's 17 degrees out with about 6, 7 inches of snow. I'm like, well, it's about 3 to 6 inches, I would say. I'm like, nah. The fuck you think I is? I don't get paid to go to school, bitch. Anywho, um, so that was the one thing I liked about going on Peak because it was right there at the store. Um, so my first year going to high school, that same year, the second quarter is when COVID happened. In 2 years, I was online. And during that, because in person, that first quarter, I failed. And then I was failing before we went to online. Once I went to online, I passed. Because I don't know what it is about online. I just do school and everything better. Look at my certificates. All three of my certificates. Well, no one knows about this, but I have 3 Google certificates. And guess what? All of them have a 99%. Or, well, all of them have 99% or above in the overall grade. I'm almost 100%. There was one I was 99.87, I believe, or 89. Like, I'm practically a 100%er, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong, because because I said this to my brother-in-law and his brothers, um which is my sister's husband and his family, which are Korean. I'm like, man, I'm practically Asian. I'm practically Asian, bro. And we were all there just laughing. I'm like, listen, it's once you have family that are able to, laugh about it and are of that group, it's nice. Cause like, man, um like right now I have two Mexican friends and I have three black friends, and man, we if anyone heard our stuff, man, we would what we say to each other plus um plus the jokes that we say, man. Listen, we're boys, so we say some effed up shit. We and it doesn't even matter if one of us, is not like, all right, so this of that group, we still make fun of that group. Not make fun of them, but include the joke behind it and stuff. So, especially like Fortnite lately, because the trees are the old school good trees where you can actually hide in and you can't be shot through and stuff. Like unlike the new trees in Fortnite, well, the newer ones where you can shoot through the leaves and all that BS. Um, Me and my friends, we've been getting bushes and we've been, just getting bombs and just an LMG, RPGs, um, butt plugs or clingers as we call them. Well, the clingers, right? We call them butt plugs. Um. Anyway, we, so if we're about to get shot down or whatnot, man, let's just say Vietnamese war with U.S. Yeah, we're pretty screwed. If anything we said was on stream or ever recorded, oh boy. I mean, I'm actually like the most controlled one of the group. Oh, I mean, two. There's some things that my friends say. I'm like, oh, I'm. I'm like, oh, like I'm German. I do those type of jokes plus Viking and I'm also Irish and stuff. So I make jokes about that plus because I do like I'm that's the thing like every time I join they're like, Oh boy, the monkey joined. The reason why we say this is because, and the reason why behind I have a monkey soundboard, you know, yeah, channel point thing, plus soundboards of monkeys, um, is because, what have been studied on, actual monkeys and apes and all that stuff is that a lot of them are really smart in one area of something, it could be whatever, right? But they're absolutely dumb in other areas. So I don't know if you guys ever seen a monkey taught how to play Minecraft or how to do math and all that stuff. So basically like that because I'm pretty much smart in math and like math science stuff. But I'm dumb in writing, reading. I mean I'm smart in history, but I'm dumb in other categories. That's about it. So I'm not. If you ever hear me, you know, you know, doing monkey, um, that's the logic behind it, and so plus I do those sounds when we play. So when me and my friends play, we're like, well, uh, there's some things I've said that I'm like, oh, because I'm the monkey in their group. Um, like in Fortnite, whenever like there's sometimes I land in a tree, I'm like, well, I'm not. I'm like, but I say monkey has landed in a tree, and my friends just die laughing. They're like, oh, but yeah, that's when you get friends like that, they will. You are theirs, and they are yours. We're not like owning each other, whatever, but like we do anything for one another. No questions asked. You know, there's a lot of times where like I'm like, man, if it wasn't like I would love to live during the Viking era, Roman Empire, pirate era, whatever, really, right? That 1100 and before, um, about 500 to 1100 is where I would like to be lived in, like to been born in. Anyway, so and I'm like, if it wasn't for the internet, I would never met these man. Yeah, I would never met these. Woo. I would never met these friends. I mean, who knows, right? Like, we're all meant. Like, if you think about it, all choices technically have already been made by the universe, by whatever, right? See, that's the thing. A lot of people are like, there's no God, there's no creator. I'm like, are you sure? Like, first of all, there was no not disproving the Big Bang or whatever. I don't care about that. I don't care how we started. How I don't care. Um, but I'm like, we have perfect, the perfect amount of gravity. The because if it was any stronger, it'd all collapse on each other. If it was any weaker, we'd all drift away. If it was plus when we have a solar eclipse or the lunar eclipse, the the sun is so much farther enough away where it exactly overlaps with the moon. And I'm like, do not people understand just like 0.00001 inch difference would have not it would never be the same. It would not completely cover or it would be too small. And it is absolutely like, man, this was this is all perfectly mathematically created. How? Why? So, and I'm like, by who? Who's smart enough to do everything perfect? Plus, that's the thing, like billions, trillions, even beyond that amount of years. We have not imploded. A lot of the universes, galaxies, they haven't imploded. They've been there. So I'm like, how? Because that's the thing, right? There's been we don't know if this would actually be correct because guessing plus scientificness. But there's been studies if a galaxy solar system were to collapse, everything would collapse. The universe, galaxies, everything would collapse. And I'm like, but yet the sun's dying, the earth is dying. I'm like, no, we is as is supposed to be is perfect. We can't differentiate that possibility. I'm like, there we had to have been created by something. Plus, there's this is one thing I say to a lot of the non-believers that are my friends. I'm like, how come where it is said that Jesus Christ was killed? How come I don't know how deep it is, but there's a rock with blood on it that is still alive, and they date the blood back to when he was killed. I'm like, how is blood still, alive? How's his blood still there, alive? It wasn't dried up. It was, blood. So that's one thing. Plus, and when people say, "Oh, the Great Flood didn't happen," I'm like, "Bish, the Great Flood did happen. It's been scientifically proven that it has happened." Plus, Noah's Ark was found by Japanese hike. These were hikers anyway. They were hiking a mountain. I don't remember the country. I'm sorry, I'm not good with countries. Anyway, it said where the Noah Ark should be, and it's all wood. It has stalls. It has hay. It has everything to have two of every species. Two, and then it has rooms. It has hay. It has apples that's rotten. It has. I mean, yes, the wood is rotten. Everything is rotten, and I mean they haven't been able to explore all of it, but I'm like, that's Noah's Ark. That plus, if you look at every mountain, maybe 800 feet down, or even on surfaces of mountains, there is corrosion. There is salt water. There is, there is salt water. There is shells. One thing they did find recently on top. Well, it's like 13,000. Like no, it's 14,000 feet at Mount Everest. There is shells, seashells. How is that 14,000 feet if the world wasn't flooded? But it's all what people believe. Plus, I'm like, all right, if you don't believe after that, go believe whatever you want to believe. Plus, yeah, I'm just excited that these last couple years of content creation has not only been eye opening, but has been able to allow me to connect to people like Commander BP and Jersey and Mona and Kilo and Blairzine Parker. A lot of friends that I still talk to today. So I don't know how to say your name, sorry. But I mean it is Dying Earth. I mean Justice has left like 10 million years to go. Yeah, I mean eventually, yes. But to survive for so long is like technically the planet, our solar system, our sun should have already been out scientifically. I'm like, our damn. So I don't know. There's still up what people believe, but we all. That's another thing. It's like you have your opinions. I have mine. I don't care. But yeah, one thing I am looking forward to that I'm 18 is being able to vote in, just not only in my state, but be able to vote in the presidential election, which I highly recommend. Which I highly recommend if you're 18, like if you're 23 to 18, like 18 and 23. I recommend a vote because there's not a lot of people, not a lot of young kids that have been voting. Okay, yeah, I get it. You're young and you don't know that much, but I'm like, vote for whoever you think would be best. And if they're ass at their job or don't, you know, didn't stand up to what they said or whatever, now you know. And I don't care. That's the thing about, I'm not going to get too much in politics, but don't vote just one way. Vote on what you believe. Vote on what they say, what they will do, what they plan to do. And if they don't, then they were liars. Everyone at one point in their life was a liar. So, or has lied. So, it's like, well, 4 years with this shitty person. Let's see who's the next shitty person, right? Shitty president. Man. I I mean, don't get me wrong, there have don't know who's been the president since I've been born. Since June 19th, 2005. But I'd say they've all been pretty ass. We haven't had like a good president. Again, like, I want a president that is good, but it's like George W. Bush, not George W. Bush, sorry. Um, like the founding fathers. I don't remember their names. I'm bad with history. I'm like, oh, I gotta get that chat thing back up. So you're gonna do survival games. Um, any tips? I would honestly say just do you. And there will be haters. Don't I mean, what I've done, because a lot, like, I've had friends where, you know, have turned on me during YouTube and they just blocked me from the channel. I'm like, wow. But anyway, besides that, it's like, um, yeah, be careful who you trust when you do content. But, growing, try to get a foundation, try to, um, try to get solid supporters, try to get, where people are willing to watch the whole thing, not just 10 minutes of the video. Or I don't know how long you'll be doing videos or streams or whatever, but because I do like 2 hours gaming sessions and I post the whole thing uncut. Oh, sorry. Uncut. So that's how I do things. So whereas a lot of content creators, post stuff that is cut down, has a lot of the jokes that, you know, they didn't want to risk. 40-minute. Yeah, that's honestly so my whole reason behind posting long content is I don't like to watch something 20 minutes, then watch another 20-minute. I'm like, even though it's the same game, I'm like, let's do like a 40 to an hour video, and I'll watch the whole thing. I love longer content. That's just me personally, but yeah, I would recommend at least 25 minutes. Um Now, one thing I would say is just be you, honestly. Cuz when I started, as you can see, like this is when I started, I was trying to be not me. I was trying to be, how could I say this? I was trying to be PG. I was trying to be not me, where I was trying to be this happy, over hyped content creator, which is I'm not. Unless like for Call of Duty, there's been some things where I do get a little hyped. Like that's sick. But besides that, just be you. Like honestly, the people that will watch your content will watch your content. And just try to make the best video you can. Um and when I started, I also started survival. I played 7 Days to Die, Minecraft. I don't remember what else I played. There was 3 games I played at the start. Now I'm all over. I'm playing Call of Duty, Apex, Survival, simulators. I'm all over. Um, but throughout the last almost 4 years now, it has been a journey, and I definitely have to say, just make sure to well, okay, this one big tip I do have to say. Um, I don't know. I personally do what you love. Just do what you love. Because when I started, I tried to. I mean, I did love the games I was playing, but later on, there's some games I played that I forced myself to play, and those videos, yeah, they may get 100 more views, but a lot of people in there see like from hearing your voice or whatever, if you do have voice in your videos, um, no, they're able to tell that you don't enjoy it. So do what you enjoy. My 100% recommend. Another thing I would say, don't do is because after like I've done it, I'm a victim of it. I'd say about 200, I think about 2 to 500 of my subs. I did this, and then I met friends that said this is bad, so I listened to them, and it's better ever since. Don't do sub for sub, and don't buy subs. Um, because there's a point. I think it was after it was like 150-ish. I think I had like 162 at the time. Is when I started Sub for Sub. So and then so like between I'd say between like 700 and 228 subs. We're all Sub for Sub and all that. Which the people I've I've unsubscribed to. Because the reason why it's bad, I mean, unless you're friends, then yeah, you guys can give each other subs. And but the major thing is the reason why it's bad. They're not gonna stick around. They're not gonna watch the videos. They're not gonna, you know, they're just trying to gain subs. That's the thing behind it. So, I mean, I'd say probably I would if you ever decided to. I would. This is where I would not recommend. But if you decided to, just do 100. That's it. Cause in the long run, it will hurt your channel. And yeah, it's whereas you want plus also buying views, you know, yeah. There's been like me, my friends, we've all done that. A lot of new creators still do that. And that's why whenever like I meet a new creator, I always say don't do that because I've done it and it did hurt my analytics. It dropped the click through rate, it dropped the average viewer, all that stuff. So I would say keep away from that and just try to just try to become the best content creator you can be. And because like when I started this, because I've had 2 channels before this. One was like a vlogger-ish type channel where like I did videos of fishing and can't remember what else I did. Oh, when the ice bucket challenge was a thing, like popular, I did that. Plus but besides that, like then the second channel I had like the second channel before this channel, I did rap. Don't give me so the lyrics I even in even from a friend I have now, he says the lyrics are fine, like they're good, but I'm not a rapper. So if I, if but that that's me growing up. That's me just doing me, that's because when I was growing up, I wanted I had like when I was younger, I did vlogging. I do vlogging now. Um and then plus rapping. That was my middle school era. I wish I could figure it. But yeah, another tip is I would say um just be able to find people that not only will like watch your content but like friends wise, but it also will give feedback give feedback on the content. Be truthful, and plus also um because it doesn't matter if there's 5,000 people watching you or zero. Not zero, let's say one, because that's nobody watching. All that matters is that you are providing people with the content that they enjoy. Because, I mean, not only that you enjoy the game you're playing, but also that they enjoy you playing it, plus them watching and all that. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribing, coming back, especially coming back is a big major thing. One thing I never do in my videos, I mean, you can do it, is one thing I've never done. Well, I would never. Sorry. One thing I've never done is ask for likes, ask for subs, ask for comments. Because like, if you're gonna watch me, you're gonna watch me, and if you're gonna sub, you're gonna sub. That's it. That's how I'm about it, honestly. But yeah, I would recommend, yeah, just start out what you like. Start trying to meet other content creators that are small around your size, and learn from each other, grow together. And then, if you don't, if you honestly don't like doing co-op gameplay, become a solo. Like, I do mix and mix. I do like playing my solos. I do like playing with others. So I'm kind of like a 60-40, because I do most of the time I like playing with others. But there's a lot of solo games I like playing by myself. Um, Another thing is, whenever if you ever do become affiliated with YouTube, always hold your own. And never let them control you. Tell them how it is, and they will listen. Because that's what I did. Because they were doing a lot of BS with me. I'm not going to really get into it, but because I was talking about earlier, the start of the stream. But yeah, it's plus never let anyone use you. That's the thing. A lot of my friends when I got around 1,200, 1,500 subs, couple of them, they're not playing anymore. They're not streaming anymore. They're not doing videos anymore. They've stopped. So that's one reason why, because there's a lot, not a lot, but there's some people asking me to play with those people again. I'm like, they don't play. Like, and I can't. I'm not willing to force them to play. Well, not willing. I don't want to force anyone to play with me. Yeah, there's. So another thing I would say, do what you like. Plus, also, research. Cause when I was around, I think 1,700 subs. I think I don't remember when, but after a year or two, look back at your videos and see, um, like I would say at the start, every video, look back, see what you can improve on, and then also, get other people to give feedback. But, there's, you can't really control what you do. Like, there's been, what was it? I think I've had 7 now. 7 sponsorships, and I would have to actually, I think it's 5 or 7, one of the two. Anyway, 5 or 7 sponsorships that I've done. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's great to get it sponsored. But honestly, I would say do research behind it first. If it's any energy drink company or game, play the game. Play like my first 2, I just accepted. I was like, yeah. And that was my worst mistake I've done, was just accepting without, reviewing it myself. Cause, you know, I mean, not when you're small, it doesn't really matter. But when and if you do become a big content creator and you just accept stuff without checking it, and then now you've lost probably a lot of people from that because you said go buy this and yet it's not good quality or whatever. So that's one thing, but like oh, I'm getting a headache. There's been one that I love and hate at the same time. It's a sponsor I did with my camera uh next ago. So I mean it's only a $50 camera. But um well, we'll be able to send you a 1440p, but I'm not gonna give too much information, nor am I allowed to. Plus, blah 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 blah. I mean, I love it, but I hate it if you have an anti cheat like I do. Well, not anti cheat, but antivirus software. Cause okay, yeah, the antivirus is trying to say, hey, yeah, this is unfamiliar device, USB, blah blah blah, because it's powered USB, but it's HDMI. So it's like, what am I powering? What is this device? So that's why I hate it, but I love it. I've had it for a while now. Yeah, honestly, just do you. And the first 8 months for me, I didn't meet anyone. The first game I met anyone was in Phasmophobia. Met other content creators in there, and we got along and we did streams, we did videos, you know, well, technically the streams turned into the videos, but yeah. Because at the time I could only stream it. I could not yet upload because of my upload speeds and internet was still bad. Yeah, that's all my tips, honestly. I'm gonna switch to face real quick. Okay. So I want to check on something. Plus, also another thing I would say, don't try to, how was it called? Um, don't force. Uh, like the first thing I've, what was it? Man, I can't remember. Uh, don't force yourself to do anything. Jesus, that's great. Do what you love. If you're wondering, this is a shirt, as you can see. I know it looks like skin, but it is not. It's kind of similar to like an old Viking shirtish. Um, what time is it? 2:57 in the morning. Plus, this is actually my first time. I don't know if you're still here, but this is my. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I just seen you. This is my first time streaming on all three platforms I'm on: Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. So if it is a little laggy sometimes, that yeah, it's not the best internet. Like I said, I still don't have the best or that great yet, but it's working. um, yeah, man, I miss the days where I've been. Oh, I do. I do. Yeah, there's sounds the same. Sounds the same. Although there's been some cases where, like, even on Twitch, like, for some of my friends, it's perfectly fine, but on my side, it's like I hear myself bad. Like I hear myself bad. I'm gonna go check Twitch. I'm gonna go check Twitch. I'm gonna check Twitch. But yeah, that's one thing I never like doing is really multi-streaming because there's more issues. Yeah, for me it's on Twitch. It's robotic-y for me on Twitch. Honestly, next year, I'm gonna be getting. Luckily, next year I'm gonna be getting fiber 2024. So during the summer, I'm gonna be getting fiber. So fiber will help a lot. Plus, not only that, having a server of my own. Um, only time, only time will tell. Um, there. So about 2025. Is where. Well, probably 2024. I'm gonna be upgrading my setup quite a bit. Um, so I'm gonna be upgrading my main monitor, and then I'm gonna still have but instead of my chat monitor being on the right, I'm gonna have the chat monitor on the left, and so I'll have 3 monitors now, instead of 2, and the chat monitor will be its own, and then where I'm capturing, just making sure everything's capturing correctly, will be on the right monitor. So yeah. Plus when I started YouTube, I had a Ryzen 5 3600 with a 2060, and I can't remember the motherboard, but that's where I started, and man, I was doing if I was lucky, I was doing 480. A lot of the old streams like 144, 240p streams. Now I'm able to do 1440 cuz right now I'm doing 1440 output to Twitch. I think it's 1080p on the other two. I think I could be wrong. Yeah, maybe 1440 to Twitch, yeah. And then what am I doing to Kick? I think it's 1080. Yeah, I'm doing 1080. And then YouTube, I'm doing 1080, yeah. I'm likely. I have a Ryzen 9 5900X with a 4080. But yeah, it's a lot of the money I've gained from my job. You too, man. Or woman, whatever. Or non binary. Um But yeah, a lot of the money I've gained from working has gone into upgrading my PC, upgrading my mic, getting a soundboard, getting speaker for my thing. So yeah, it all comes in time. But yeah, have a good one. And I'm thinking about ending the stream anyway. I'm getting tired. I'm not ready for tomorrow. I gotta do a lot of stuff. Well, I don't have to, but I want to do some Google IT stuff. I want to do some more certificate shit. Ah. Oh, do not let skin on leather. Ow. Yeah, my new chair is also leather. So right now I'm in shorts and my legs just got stuck. Ow. That did not feel nice. It was like ripping like a band-aid. It was super glued. Yeah, half super glued. Um yeah, thanks for everyone coming out for this terrible stream, but I know I'm tired. My energy's starting to go. um Probably because I've been talking a lot, but uh thank you once again for everyone coming out and almost getting me to 5K. And I believe we're going to hit 5K subs before my 4 years. I like I've said this many times. I never thought I was ever gonna hit 100 subs. I never thought I was gonna hit, let alone 1,000 subs. But yeah, over these almost 4 years now, have been incredible. Doing like being able to chat most of the time there's other people in the streams, but um most of the time I'm also playing games in streams. Most of the time I don't stream this late. So yeah, that's but thank you for everyone that has came out, have chatted, just like I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. But yeah, Dan the Band, Dennis, thanks again. Um it's honestly been one hell of a ride. Cause once you go to once you become this far, like I said, I wish I wish that there's things I could say, but I'm not allowed to because jokes and all that. Hopefully, in the next couple years, we're able to say jokes again. And yeah, so and lately there's been some sessions I'm like, wow. And there are other content creators kind of around the same size. One content creator I've been playing with lately, she's got 3,000, like 3.4 thousand subs, and the dude I've been playing with has 12,000 subs and all that. So, um, but I'm like, damn, y'all risky for what y'all say. I'm like, damn. But it's those type of it's that type of content I find the funniest, honestly. I personally I love Fluffy. I love you know offensive slash controversial jokes personally, but it's like it's just a joke. If you take it to heart, come on, it's a joke. But also being a game developer, that's another reason why I've been. So there's a lot of stuff in my game that I would say probably might. How do I say this? Nothing bad, nothing offensive or anything, but there's some things in there that are Easter eggs. That like damn, because there's voice lines in there. There's bytes that you have to find something first or whatever for it to activate, and yeah, let's just say there's if I if I wasn't 100% certain, I know how to speak. If I wasn't 100% certain that it'd be all fine, I wouldn't put it in the game. Secondly, um, my community that may buy the game may play it because I already friends of mine, us game devs that are content creators, we're gonna be playing it. We're probably playing it when the big content creators also play. We'll probably play it first. Like 2 weeks. We'll probably play it a week or two before the 115 content creators that we have that are willing to play it, that we are giving keys to before launch, before everything is set. So we'll probably play a week to do videos, do trailers, all that beforehand. But yeah, so just stay tuned. We're still working on stuff. We're still game developing. Everything is in Unreal Engine 5.3. Yeah. Anyways, I had fun. I just wanted to. First of all, I wanted to test if I could stream on all three, and I can, ish. um, probably probably there won't be any streams coming out for a week. Um, I got some stuff to do, and yeah. So, anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed. Like always, K2 out. And stream on Twitch. And then stream on Kick. And then stream on YouTube. Ba 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 da ba. If anyone was streaming on Twitch, I would raid them, but